Hi guys, Chris here with Armaton Quads. Just want to go over something real quick today about flashing ESCs for BLHeli. A couple of guys have asked me how to do this, so I'd like to show you how to do this. Quite easy. You're going to need one of these tools. Could be the USB linker, and could also be the Afro USB programmer. Both of these are available from Hobby King, but I think you can get similar or maybe the same on eBay or whatnot. I'm going to be using this one today. So the first thing you would want to do is get the programs that you need. So what you want to do is first install the drivers. For this, you want to type this in the search. If you just type CP210X drivers, it'll work. And then you want to go to Silicon Labs, which is the website where you'll find the driver you need, and then you can just select the one for your operating system there. Alright, once you download the driver, it's an EXE file, so you just extract it and run the file. It will install the driver and it'll be ready to use immediately. I don't think you even need to restart your computer, but if you want to have to be safe, you could do that. After you install the driver, restart your computer. And then the next thing you're going to need is the BLHeli suite, and this is Google search just BLHeli suite download, and you want to go to GitHub, which right here, this one, and then you're going to want to, it says for flashing and configuration, download the BLHeli suite PC software. So we go there, and this is essentially the page where the driver, the BLHeli suite is, latest BLHeli suite is here. You can download this. And then once you download this, you will need to extract the file, and that's what it's going to look like. These are the files you'll get. And you want to click on this one here. Open that up. And there's the BLHeli suite here, basically the program that we use to flash BLHeli. And then there's a bit of a process, like I could say an order of things you want to follow. First one I'm going to do is connect this ESC to the linker. Now, if you notice, these ESCs is opto ESCs. They don't have a positive wire in the middle, so they're good to go, right? But if you're using ESCs that have triple wire, you will need to pull up the little leaflet over here and pull the wire out. Right? You cannot have this middle wire connected when you do this. So in this case, because I'm using an opto ESC, I don't have to worry about this, and go right ahead and connect this. And to be honest, what I did myself is I've actually removed the pin. So when I use triple wires, I don't have to worry about removing. I just plug that in, remove the pin right off the linker. But anyhow, I'm going to connect that here now. So, and I will connect that to the computer. And then what I want to do now is make sure that the software recognizes this tool that I just connected, and I'm going to go under port, and right now there's nothing there, so maybe I'm not connected properly. Hang on a second. This looks correct. Alright, let's try again. There we go, my light just went on my linker. I think I just didn't push it far enough. And now let's check again what we got down here. There you go, now it's recognizing it right here. COM3. Alright, CP210X. So I will select that. And then at the top here, I want to select the tool that I'm using. In this case, I'm going to flash Atmel chip, and I'm using the Afro or So I'm using the Turnigy USB linker, so I'll select this. Right. And then from there, I want to power up my ESC. So the different ways to go about this, for example, if you've already built your model and all your ESCs are soldered to your distribution board, you can just simply connect your battery to your model. It will power all the ESCs, but you can just disconnect and power cycle as you go and flash each ESC, which is quite fast that way. If not, then you need to find a way to, hook up power to this. It's recommended you don't use too big of a battery. I'm using a 2S myself to do this. So I'll just connect that on there, like so. I got myself a little switch here. Make sure it's turned on. And we'll go back to the software here, and I'm going to click on Flash BLHeli. And over here, I will make sure I select multi. This will basically narrow down the search. And then this one is flashed already, so now I've only got one option. But normally in this window, you'll see a bunch of different ESCs. Select the ESCs that you're flashing, and then click OK. Alright, now it's telling me a warning that the ESC is already flashed with this, and it's asking me if I want to reflash it. And I'm just going to say yes. And then I will let it proceed. Basically right, then it verifies it after that. And then it's successful. Now, I would recommend leaving the majority of these settings at stock. Try not to play with this if you don't, if you're not sure what all these different settings are. One setting that's nice to have is this one here, which is motor direction. This will basically make the ESC turn one way or the other. So essentially this means that when you build a model, you could solder the motor to the ESCs all straight or all in the same configuration without having to worry about motor rotation. And once you're close to the end of your build and you power things up, you can then see which way the ESCs the motors are turning, and then you reflash the ESCs by changing the motor rotation. And then that way you don't need to desolder the wires to achieve this. You just do this in the firmware itself. And then as for the other settings here, some of them are personal choices, and like I said, I recommend you read up on it if you're going to make any changes to that. Anytime you do make changes, you then need to write them. If you don't click write, it won't write them. You click write. Now it says there's nothing to write because I didn't change anything, right? Let's say I do change something. I'll change this to reversed, so the write setup. And it says the ESC, the write is successful. Now let me turn it back to normal rotation. Let's go right. And see, it's successful. And when I'm done, I just click disconnect. And I like to power off the battery first. Disconnect first, and then I disconnect this. And ESC is flashed. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. Cheers.